Stadium matchmaking is getting fixed. We got some info on the unranked version of Stadium, and we're getting a brand new feature, the Stadium Forge. Let's have a look. The Overwatch team started with a new weekly blog recently, the Weekly Recall. Last week, Gavin Winter shared some details, some numbers on hero bans, an interesting raid. And this week, the Stadium team gives us a rather impressive glimpse at what we can expect in the coming days and weeks for Stadium. And the first change they discussed has been a rather popular topic: match quality. The matchmaking in Stadium has been a source of frustration for a lot of players. And it doesn't help that all of that matchmaking is kind of a black box. Over the last few months, we've also heard very different answers on how they actually define your matchmaking. First, there was the idea that it was based on your quick play matchmaking. Then we were told there was a completely blank slate. And now we know that they have a modifier helping to calculate your MMR, which makes a lot of sense. See, the thing is that it takes quite a while for matchmaking to settle in a new game or in a new game mode. Back in the Overwatch 1 days, it took months before the matchmaking settled. And as long as that does not happen, the matches might feel unfair and unbalanced. So the developers are always looking into ways to shortcut that process, to make that shorter, to get everybody where they need to be faster. Which I presume was why they had this modifier. But the thing is, it turns out it was not doing it just for the new Stadium players. No, it was doing it for all Stadium players, which was causing issues. Now, those issues should be fixed with the next update, which is going to drop on Tuesday, June 3rd, alongside a standard balancing patch apparently. So we can expect more balancing changes next Tuesday, including for the general game. I'll have a video up as soon as I know more, so make sure to subscribe. Anyways, after that fix on Tuesday, it should take a few weeks before things kind of even out. But they already said once that happened, they're going to look into restricting the ways that people group up, much like they do in the normal competitive modes. But more about all of that later. Besides that matchmaking notes, they also touched again on that ranked skill bonus that was bumped up from 25 to 50 in Pro, All-Star and Legend leagues. This should help us all to reach All-Star a little easier. On top of that, they're also extending that Juno All-Star Challenge where you can get the skin till the end of Season 17. So, we can try again next season. When it comes to balancing, the team shared that they'll be adding an anti-air item in Season 17 to help out with, for one, Freya, but also Pharah and Echo when they join Stadium later. So yeah, a lot of changes that will help out with the match quality. But that's not all. One of the most requested features has been the option to save your builds and maybe even share them. So in Season 17, they're introducing Stadium Forge, which will allow you to make your own build in the practice range. Save it, maybe share it, then you can load it in during your Stadium match. So you can prepare your own build before the match starts, or you can import one from a friend or, a favorite content creator. We got a first look at what that will look like, and yeah, seems pretty cool. You can set items for different phases, and they even included a space for some flex items, in case you run into certain specific issues. Pretty neat. I can't wait to give it a try, but they're going to share more info over the coming weeks. We're also getting more example builds, by the way, in case you do not have friends, or you don't have a favorite content creator. Just saying. Another much requested feature was, of course, the unranked version of Stadium. Even if ranked and Stadium is a lot more casual than it is in the normal game, it is still quite intimidating for some people, or it requires too much of a time investment. And then there's the people that want to play with their friends that are on different platforms. While all of that is coming in Season 17, which is something most of us already know. However, we got some new details. For instance, normal Stadium is going to be best out of 5 instead of best out of 7. So that is going to result in shorter matches, and they no longer need that mercy roll. The rate at which we'll earn cash in unranked Stadium is going to be boosted. And we're going to get to pick up powers in round 1, 3, 4, and 5. I think this is going to make a lot of people happy. Now, I know some of you are going to be concerned about queue times, but I would not panic just yet. In my opinion, it might actually help with the support queue times, because I think it is actually those people that are waiting for the unranked version that are causing the issue. But I could also be very, very wrong, so we'll see. Now, this more casual version of Stadium is of course going to come with an extra doses of levers. So they're introducing backfilling for unranked Stadium. Backfilling players will get a stack of Stadium cash that is equal to the progression of the game, and they will be able to do the shopping before they join the match. Look, this isn't always going to be elegant, but let's be honest, backfilling never is elegant, so. But yeah, That was all of it. A whole bunch of new info. It is clear that they're going really hard on Stadium. Good. And I also like these new weekly blogs. I hope they keep it up. Gives me an extra reason to pester you guys. Anyways, what do you guys think about the way that they're handling Unranked Stadium? And will you be making your own builds? Let me know in the comments. For now, however, that was it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. It always helps me out. I also want to thank my patrons and YouTube members. You too can become a member over on patreon.com/theomnicpost and right here on YouTube to unlock exclusive rewards. If you have a few minutes left, maybe check out one of my other videos. But above all, take care of yourself, take care of each other. Bye bye.